Today, we embark on a captivating journey through cultural curiosities. Join us as we uncover 10 social customs from around the world that confuse tourists. From hand gestures to greetings, prepare to be amazed by the diverse ways people express themselves globally. Let's dive in and celebrate the beauty of cultural diversity together. Number 10. Baby jumping in Spain. Come to Spain for the Baby Jumping Festival. At this time of year, grown-ups jump over innocent babies like they're playing a strange version of leapfrog gone wild. This traditional Spanish event celebrates the Catholic holiday of Corpus Christi and takes place every year in Castrillo de Murcia, a village in the province of Burgos. It is also known as El Colacho. The event has been happening since 1620, and its roots are in paganism. It's an event that makes people who work to protect children wonder if people are crazy. Before the jump starts, the devils tease the people watching until the atabolero drummers arrive, which is when the jump starts. It shows that the devils are being chased away. Adults dressed as the devil jump over babies under a year-old lying on mattresses. This is done to get rid of their sins and bad spirits. Oh, and as they jump, the devils hold whips and big castanets. What a strange way to be baptized. Even though it could be dangerous, no incidents have been recorded yet. Number 9. Spitting on the bride in Greece. Prepare for a strange ceremony that will make you wonder if you're at a wedding or an avant-garde art show. So think about this: the Greek bride and groom just said I do and are now ready to walk down the aisle as a married couple. As they make their grand entrance, their guests fake to spit on them, even though they greatly love them. Yes, you heard correctly. Don't worry anymore. It's not real spit that's flying around. It's more like a case of metaphorical saliva. This strange thing is done to protect the newlyweds from bad spirits who might have been watching and decided to crash their big day. Because, well, nothing says happily ever after like spitting at those bad things to keep them away. Here's the catch, though. This tradition is more common in Greece than it is in Greece-American society. It's like a secret code that only experts know how to decipher. So, if you go to a Greek wedding and see a few spitters in the crowd, don't worry about it. It's a tradition. Number 8. Egypt, do not touch the salt. Beware of the salt shaker after taking your first bite of great Egyptian cuisine. In Egyptian tradition, salting your dish indicates that the cook's seasoning was wrong. It's as if you're saying, hey, chef, your dish lacks flavor, so let me generously sprinkle salt on top to salvage it. Even Gordon Ramsay would cry with disappointment at this culinary slap in the face. It's not the salt itself that's the issue. Egyptians enjoy seasoning just as much as the next eater. It is the delicate etiquette dance that is important. Consider this: would you go to a Michelin-starred restaurant and request ketchup to smother your carefully constructed dish? It's a social faux pas that will raise an eyebrow in silent condemnation from the chef and your dinner partners. So avoid the urge to reach for the salt shaker. Instead, enjoy the tastes as intended by the talented hands who made your food. Believe in culinary skills and adhere to cultural traditions. After all, Egypt has a rich culinary legacy that should be appreciated. Number 7. Finland, carrying a wife. The wife carrying competition is an annual event where men show off their amazing strength and athleticism by sprinting through a sand-filled obstacle course while carrying their female partners. It's a romantic relay run. People, it's only in Finland. Since 1992, the wife-carrying world championships have been held in Finland's Sankajärvi, a very nice town. What's the reward? The weight of the wife in beer. Forget jewels, because nothing says I love you like a truckload of fermented barley. Now let's talk about what you need to do. This contest is not a free-for-all where anyone can win. Oh no, my friend, there are rules. Men must carry their wives or friends to take part. And, bless her heart, the wife should be at least 17 years old and weigh at least 108 pounds, that's 49 kilograms. What would a race be without a weight class? Even though the rules and prizes for each race may be different, the international rules serve as a global guidebook for making a normal run into an extreme sport. And the wife-carrying competition is no longer exclusive to Finland. It's spreading all across the world. People from Australia to Hong Kong are jumping on board and staging their versions of this truly unique social custom. Number 6. Noodle slurping in Japan. In Japan, it's not rude to slurp your noodles. Instead, it's a sign of respect. This fun tradition returns to the Edo period and is now an important part of Japan's lively food culture. It all started with the popular soba noodles, which people would gracefully slurp as they enjoyed each bite. But as time passed, this tradition grew to include other kinds of noodles and soups. What are they thinking? People think that eating the noodles actually makes them taste better. It also saves the day when noodles are too hot to eat because it lowers the temperature of the noodles. No more blowing on your noodles to hurry them up or risk getting your tongue burned. Now, if you want to have good table manners, like in the elegant kaiseki cooking, you can't make a sound while eating. Most people today eat their noodles and enjoy their soups and hot drinks this way. It's kind of like a shared language of thanks. Number 5. Greece, throwing teeth. The tooth fairy goes off the beaten path in Greece and straight to the roof. When a child loses a baby tooth, they don't put it under their pillow. Instead, they become a little Olympian and throw the tooth as high as possible, aiming for the roof. So, when their baby teeth fall out, Greek kids wish for strong, adult teeth. It's like throwing a dental Hail Mary pass to the heavens in hopes of a lucky score. But Greece isn't the only place with teeth stuck to the roof. This custom has been worldwide, stopping in Vietnam, Singapore, India, Sri Lanka, and China. It's like a dental gymnastics club for kids all over the world, where they work together to get straight, healthy teeth. Number 4. Dish smashing in Germany. When you go to a Polterbend, a German wedding tradition, get ready to crash, smash, and make a lot of noise. You'll want to reach for your earplugs and a dustpan. The whole point of this party is to break things and get rid of bad spirits. The Polterbend is the best way for the bride and groom-to-be to get ready for their wedding. This isn't a typical bachelor party or wedding dinner, people. Family, friends, neighbors, and maybe even the whole town are involved. When people come, they bring things like stoneware and porcelain that must be broken into a million pieces to scare away those annoying ghosts. The engaged couple has to pick up the broken pieces, which is a way of cleaning up the mess and showing that they are ready to be one. And the Polterbend gets hot in North Germany. As soon as the clock hits midnight, the groom's pants and the bride's bra are set on fire to show that they are no longer single. Where did this weird custom come from? Well, it seems to go back to a time before Christianity, when people thought that noise and chaos drove away evil spirits. The word Polterbend comes from the German words Polten, which means to make a lot of noise, and Abend, which means evening. And let me tell you, you will remember this evening. Number 3. Fiji, numbing juice. On the sunny beaches of Fiji, kava runs like a river of relaxation and friendship. Sharing kava is more than just a drink in this tropical paradise. It's a process that brings people together and gives them a sense of community that nothing else can. As a newbie to a village, you have to go through a rite of passage before you can fully join in village life. How? So, it must be the kava. Kava is a native drink from the South Pacific made from the root of the kava plant. But in Fiji, the ritual is more important than the drink itself. You give kava to the local leader when you get to the village. This has been done for a long time and is called savu-savu. As the ritual continues, there is a sense of connection and unity. The kava does its job with each sip, relaxing muscles and making you feel good. Relaxation and a loss of feeling in the throat and mouth are two common effects of kava. And bigger doses could cause your pupils to get bigger, your eyes to turn red, and you to feel sleepy. When used too much or for too long at high doses, it can cause liver damage, skin problems, malnutrition, and serious weight loss, among other things. So the key is balance. Number 2. South Korea, no red in. South Korean traditional beliefs and traditions say that the color red can be both bad luck and good luck. It's a big no to write someone's name in red. People think it will bring bad luck to whoever's name it is. It reminds me of how serious it is to write the names of the dead in red ink on the family register. This is a link that should be left alone. But you can use red ink for a dojang, which is a personal stamp used instead of a name. In this case, red ink is fine and has nothing to do with death or bad luck. When used in certain ways, the color red brings luck and gifts. On the Lunar New Year, children are given red bags called Dawn as a sign of good luck and wealth. Number 1. Indonesia, finger cutting. The Indonesian finger cutting custom is known as Akipilan, and it is practiced by the Dani tribe in the central highlands of western New Guinea's province of Papua. When a loved one dies, ladies perform a ceremony in which they chop off the upper part of their fingers. Members of the Dani tribe believe that the suffering women experience during this ritual helps the deceased souls find peace. The burden of easing the dead's sorrow falls on women's shoulders rather than men's, and women must go through the arduous process alone. The fingers are tightly bound with a rope to limit blood circulation and avoid pain. The fingers are then severed with an axe or other sharp implement. The ritual was done to both satisfy and drive away the spirits and provide a way to communicate sadness and suffering via physical agony. In New Guinea, the Akipilan ceremony is now prohibited. However, the practice remains evident in some of the community's older ladies with maimed fingertips. As we conclude our journey through 10 social customs from around the world that confuse tourists, let's celebrate the beauty of diversity and the lessons learned. Respect and embrace these customs as we continue exploring our culturally rich planet. If you found this video enlightening and enjoyable, please show your support. Please consider sharing this content with your friends and fellow travelers, give it a thumbs up or like, and subscribe to stay tuned for more fascinating insights and adventures. Your support means the world to us. Safe travels, and see you soon.